Hello and welcome back to Planting of the Geeks. You join us today for another unboxing video. Just arrived, exciting, Stargrave. And we have the Automatons box set, yes. And we have ourselves some metal models. And we have ourselves the Death Vector book, which is the new book. We'll have a very brief look at this. I don't want to spoil it too much for anybody, but we'll just go through it very briefly like we normally do. But what we'll do, we'll unbox this first, these guys, and we'll also have a look at these guys and see what these. In fact, which one we'll do first? We'll do the metal ones first. Maybe get them out. They're the easiest to have a look at. And I think there's a lot of parts to these, if any. So we have 3 bases. I think this guy should be on a bigger base. He will be going on a bigger base anyway, because I won't be using the plastic bases. I'll be using some bases I've got from War Bases UK. So this is the big guy. He's a big guy. Hello? Don't even know what you are. Big dude. I'm just going to call him that. We'll find out when we read the book later. I think that's his art. So he's like a big servitor, isn't he, really? Or Ogreborg or something like that. I think that just goes on there. Yeah, literally, I think that goes on like that. So we have this huge gun and then giant claw, and he's just a big slab of meat and mechanical stuff. We have ourselves a metal snake. We'll find out what that's called when we get to the book. And we have ourselves this guy. He's got a gun and a knife hand and big backpack thing. Like a life support unit or something that will keep him alive. And then we have this guy. He also has a knife hand and a gun hand and not much left of his face. Same backpack thing, so that must be a thing. So that's what the metal models look like. Again, they're just, apart from this guy, they're all one part. We'll just put them on some bases. That's easy enough. And get his arm stuck on. We have ourselves D20. Woo! Oh, I got on some more of those as well. Some of those blue ones. Let's look at these guys. Let's look at the sprue that we get with this. I imagine there's one sprue and some bases. We've got the one sprue, we've got ourselves 5 bodies, so that'll just be repeated 4 times, won't it, through the box. And we have ourselves some gun arms, we have ourselves some heads. What's going on here? That's the weirdest. Is that a head? That can't be a head, it's like a little mini spidery thing. That's weird. That looks like a model on its own. I wonder if it is. It's just with a head, so it's like, that's the weirdest looking head I've ever seen. That could be a head. You could use it as a head. It's got like a curved bit at the bottom. But I think that's a model on its own. Because there's some more down here. So I wonder what if these are like a swarm or something. Kind of have that scaraby appearance, don't they? Other than that, we've got some good heads for cyborgs too. That one especially with the big jaw, I like that one. And then various other Borgy-esque heads. So this is definitely very Borg inspired. That's all I'm going to say. Looking at this, it's what jumps out at me. Zombie machine man, that basically is the Borg. We have quite a few little weapons. We've got buzzsaws. Also, all the weapons look like, well, I'm going to say that, but maybe that's a double-handed weapon. Don't know, can't tell. No, it isn't. So they're all single-handed weapons, which is pretty cool. There's no sort of double-handed things. Well, that kind of looks like a hand for holding on to something, if you wanted to. We also, there's plenty of like knife and saw and claw options. The guns kind of just like existing Stargrave guns. There is something that looks like a flame unit though. That's sort of a bigger caliber gun maybe, sort of carbine-y. That could be a bigger caliber gun. Got some drills. So lots of basically add-on things for making either cyborgs or these guys. And I think we're just going to have 4 screws the same, aren't we? Yeah. Yeah, they're all the same. I can see that from here. They're just identical. So what we'll do is we normally do is we put one sprue together, put the rest back until I need them again for something. So we'll make ourselves some cyborgs from one of the sprues. I did also get some scavenger sprues with this for pre-ordering it. I don't think I use any of these on these guys. I do have a couple spare scavenger bodies on another sprue actually, so if I do decide to get fruity and build one with a scavenger body, I'll use some on my spare sprues rather than breaking into these ones. So this can go in my spare sprue pile for now. Scavenger models, some of my favourite models they've made actually, very cool. All the Stargrave models are cool so far. I still wish they'd do robots though. If you're listening, do robots. You know, that's what we want. These are sort of semi-robotic, but we want full-on droids. Thank you very much. Well, I do anyway. So let me stick these together. I'll get these guys on some bases. I don't think there's anything I really need to stop and show you. I'm just going to pick some at random maybe. I've not really got a theme yet. And build them. Should we have a look at the book first though, just in case there's like a you need to build them with this going on. So we'll have a very quick look at the book. Like I said, I'm probably just going to stop to have a look at some of the stuff at the back. And we'll leaf through the rest and see what's actually in it. So we have a new campaign system called the Network. For our introduction. Cool artwork. So background on the Automatons sector, which is this sector that we've entered, where all this stuff is. The lore for Stargrave's always been pretty light because you can pretty much just make up what you want. It's one of the good things about it, I suppose, that you can do what you like. And then you've got other unwanted attention, so there's no pirate fleets in the OTS. And different encounters. So that will obviously tie up with Bold Endeavour, which they brought out previously. And then we have all the different encounters that we can have. Boarding craft, particularly juicy sounding one. That's a cool picture though. That's the scavenger bodies with some of the automaton parts. Lots of different things. Chapter 2, the networks. This is the actual campaign. What we have was essentially some tables with some optional rules for in the campaigns, I assume. I said I haven't read any of this yet. We're just having a quick look through first impressions of what's in the book. Creating your own network, so obviously creating your own versions of the campaigns. And then we have our scenarios, the hexagraph, the wire pit, the scavengers, the particle sleuths. Let's go whatever that is. The coffin ship, floating on the acidic seas. That sounds like fun. The metal forest. Into the Matrix. I think we have a bit of a theme going there then, don't we, with networks and matrices. Oh, cool. That looks like it could be interesting. So we have our new technologies. So Death Vector Advanced Technology, so specific to this. Oh, Dragon Scale Shield, that sounds awesome. Created for an extinct order of knights. Yeah, that sounds awesome. I'll try and put that in somewhere. We have more and more stuff, and then we have the bestiary. We've got an Acid Drake, an Automatron Bomb. Alright. I wonder if that's what those guys are then. It says on there that they've got something on the back. I wonder if these guys are Automatron bombs. So they wear a close-fitting backpack. It's actually a plasma mine. They definitely could be. I didn't notice any on the other bodies, so it's not like a standard thing. They're all pretty sparse backs. Oh yeah, they could be bombs. Maybe that's what they are. That'd be cool. Automaton Butcher. Nightmare creatures like regular automatons, except their hands have been replaced with various instruments of slaughter. I mean, they have as well. They've got knives on. Blades, chains, hammers. But I suppose you can build them from the plastic ones. You might build a couple of those. Because you've got all sorts of close combat stuff on there. So I guess if you build one that's just got close combat, they become a butcher. Hand weapon. Yeah. Hulk, I presume that's what this big guy is. A soldier, I presume that's just normal guys with guns. An Automate. Oh, a six-legged insectile robot the size of a human's head. Okay, well we know exactly what's on that then. That's what those little things are, Automates. Cool. All the little small things though. I have to bet them. I don't know if they sort of look more like they should be a swarm. They are very small. I'll cut some off and we'll have a look. Cyber King. Cyberspawn. Serpent. Oh, it is pronounced serpent. Oh, that'll be the big metal snake, won't it? Cool. And then a network thing. I noticed you can actually download this from the website. I was having a look at downloads the other day. But there we go. So that's what's in the book. A new campaign, some new cyber-based models. Looks pretty cool. I want to dig deeper into that and have a good look at it. But that looks pretty cool on first glance. Quite impressed. So let's build some of these models up and get these guys on bases and have a good look at them. Hello and welcome back. So yes, there's a few more than 5 here. Obviously I can't count. So I wanted to build a few more as I started building. I built myself some butchers from the parts on the sprues. And yes, I did delve into one of the spare scavengers I had off another sprue just to make this guy. That head's great. That'd be great for a cyborg, that head, to be honest. But those are butchers. These guys are your standard automatons. Oops. I should retrieve him. Yeah, the glue works. He stayed together. And this guy. And then I made some soldiers. So these guys are the guys with the big guns, basically. Basically carbines. Now this one, in particular, this gun's actually in 3 parts. There's the gun piece with the hand, there's this arm, and then there's this arm. So it's kind of a 3-parter. You don't necessarily have to use this arm, but it's kind of designed to fit this gun. I like the head on this guy as well. It's pretty cool. And then there's this one, who not really a soldier per se, because there's no flamers in the rules for them. At least I've not seen any, but I haven't read the book fully. But yeah, he's just going to be used as a soldier with a carbine, you know, a flamer. I just thought it looked cool and wanted to put it on. So there he is. So I just built 4 of each. And then these little guys, they looked a bit lonely on the base on their own. So I've just done 2 on a base. And I don't know how many you meant to put on. You could fit 3 on a 25mm base quite comfortably, or you could swarm them up, or you could just use one. But it just looked, I put one on, I was like, he looks really lonely on it there. Either I'll get smaller bases. But there we go. But those are 25mm bases, so the smallest ones I had. And we have the big guy, that's him stuck together. And what we think are the bombs. I'm thinking that because of the backpacks they've got. And then there's the snake. But that's it. That's all the new Stargrave models and the quick look at the book. But yeah, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. If you want to see more Stargrave, put it in the comments. I would like to paint these guys up as soon as, because I kind of like these models. I do have a bunch of other Stargrave stuff to paint. I'd like to play a few games too. But I think the next video I'll do will probably be Moonstone, so stay tuned for that. But let me know in the comments what you want to see, and take care guys, and bye for now.